very, very strong scaling. However, I do believe that their ability to initiate is not super strong. They don't have a huge amount of crowd control in this composition either. And I feel like Origin's ability to just dive onto the Vayne should be relatively easy with the likes of the Nautilus. You have plenty.
I agree with you, buddy.
Sorry, I had to burp, so I'm muted.
Flash away from Alfari.
You can see a lot of young players on the side of Splice at the beginning of the year. Something we talked at length about was a bit of a trade in bot lane, as we do see Xerxes joining the fray.
Mythy's just going to flash away from this. He should be fine.
This wave, which sets up the opportunity for a gank.
No cannon barrage, as here comes Zanzara. Vizicsacsi's going to be caught out. Pops the oranges a little bit too early, and that's first blood once again.
Get the flash out from combat. Oh, here we go. TP coming in.
Yeah, Chachi's been a bit greedy here. Mythy's on his way up as well. Chachi's just going to look for one more plate before he goes down. He'll get it, but in the end, that gangplank is not long for Summoner's Rift. Patrik comes in. The parlay does a little bit of damage. Chachi just trying to distract both Alfari and Patrik for as long as possible. But there he goes. Major fights.
Here we go.
Down.
This is it. Ultimate. Zanzara. Can he land it? Can he predict it?
Here we go. He hits it. The Valkyrie still comes out. The chase is up. But Humanoid gonna flash away. The depth charge coming out. It will knock him up. Patrik's the one tanking the tower, though. And Origin.
Completed items yet, so maybe they don't want to force this fight. And looks like right now, Origin don't feel super confident forcing this. Oh, here comes a teleport.
Teleport comes in. Patrik trying to dive onto Vizicsacsi on the backline. Xerxes in the back of the pit. Zanzara's going to land at the Glacial Prism. It's all onto Humanoid as he jumps away. The Dragon's still aggro, down to about 1,000 HP. Now Origin are going to try and steal it away. Oh, the smite was a little bit too early, but Mythy's still able to secure it. And now Vizicsacsi is in the wrong side of the map. He has to flash across the wall here, but here comes Splice onto the backline. Chachi doesn't go away. Zanzara's fallen. Alfari goes down as well. Mythy the third to follow. Nuskarin with a great play lands it onto Patrik, and that's 4 in the back pockets of Splice. Absolutely miraculous here if he's going to steal this one away. Humanoid jumps across the pit, and Nukeduck is forced away from the fray. Splice will get the Baron 21 minutes in.
We talked a lot about should they bother trying to force this fight, is it worth it? And in the end, it ends up not being it. Sure, the Mandrake is important. They look to try and contest it. And initially, this looks good because Splice is split up. Vayne is still in the mid lane. Vizicsacsi gets zoned off from the fight. And all Origin need to do here is take the Drake, disengage. But this is where I think it's mad genius from the side of Vizicsacsi. Notice he's put himself in the pit, and you're thinking, oh, Vizicsacsi, you've messed up. We're not going to look at that flash. It's like, where's he going to go? Where's he going to escape to? But he baits all these people inside the pit. Then the collapse comes through from Splice, and now they've overextended, and Kobe and Humanoid have easy access to the back.
Difficult life. It's a difficult life being a support.
Okay, so they're actually able to set up for this, but our OG want to fight.
Zanzara has the... Oh, it's going to pop it straight onto Humanoid, and Patrik's going to jump in. Humanoid flashes away. Meanwhile, down towards the bottom side, Nuskarin is stunned up, but the hook comes out. And that means Nukeduck's caught. Kobe coming in from the side. He's looking for the fight. Is it Vayne spotting, or is it genius from Kobe? Alfari falls, and Kobe is on the chase. Looking for Zanzara and Mythy on the back line as they try to get away, but Mythy takes a chunk. Patrik coming forward to dodge away from the dredge line.
With Patrik not having his ultimate, now Patrik is in more danger.
Humanoid going for the 1v1, but the killer instinct comes out from Patrik, and Humanoid just loses this. The shutdown. Mythy KS's it at the end, but the rest of Splice are on their way.
She's really strong, really scary, even though she's at a level disadvantage. Oh, a pretty significant level disadvantage, actually. So, I'm Humanoid. I'm level 16 on a, what, 2.5 item Corki. I'm like, I can win this. And then I don't even think Mythy was... OG don't actually have vision on this, though. And they do have blue trinket. That's going to come down. They have information. They have wards, they have a ward.
Teleport coming in. Zanzara jumps into the pit, but that Baron's only at 4,000 HP. The Glacial Prism lands from the side, but it's only onto Nuskarin. Scatter the weak views. He's down to half. Here comes the package. Humanoid jumping onto the backline. An incredible cast! Separates Origin, scatters them to the winds. And Splice have found 2 quick kills. Kobe on the chase now as Patrik's going to fall as well. It's a double for Chachi, and that should be it. Origin just get demolished around the Baron. Splice find the fight they were looking for. Kobe still trying to chase onto Alfari. Shouldn't be able to catch up with him as Alfari can just continuously dash away.
So this is exactly what Splice wanted to do. They needed to utilize the Baron in order to force a fight, and Zanzara goes into the pit rather than be there with his team. Without that front line, a great package from Humanoid comes through to just shut Nukeduck down, and now with all 5 members alive, there's very little that Alfari can do to stop the siege from Splice.
Is there some secret rule that I didn't know about? You have to win a fight a Baron, then push through top and take both the Nexus towers? Because it's happened in 2 games in a row now. Splice are going to equalize the series. Mythy can't do anything about it. The Nexus fall, and Splice takes us to 1-on-1.